Hey, welcome to the Morning Mix After Show. Here we are, and there was a list that we did not get to today. The New York Times put out their list of the best restaurants in the nation. They named the restaurants that their staff is currently most excited about across the U.S., and 2 of them are here in Chicago.
One is in your neighborhood that we've talked about quite a bit.
One of them is a running joke with me and Nikki, but the first restaurant is Thattu, T-H-A-T-T-U. Thattu in Avondale. It is an Indian restaurant. Anybody ever been there?
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it opened in April, so it hasn't even been open that long. But yeah, Thattu is on there. The other one out of Logan Square, Daisy's.
Oh,
Now,
Daisy's.
Daisy's is a restaurant in our neighborhood there, Logan Square. It's an Italian restaurant. They call it authentically Midwestern, their take on Italian standards. Now, the reason that it at all is funny to us is somewhere along the way, Nikki's husband, Joel, and I were talking once, and he was like, oh, I was at Daisy's today. And I was like, oh, yeah, Daisy's. That's great. And then it became that my wife and I loved Daisy's to the point that anytime we saw Joel, he brought up Daisy's.
Yeah, you don't like when you have that friend at work who like knows one thing about you, so they only bring up that one thing.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? That was kind of like the crutch, right?
So it was one thing with me and Joel, but then he would see Amy and he would somehow bring up Daisy's. So one night, Amy and I are on the way home after spending some time with Nikki and Joel, I think at one of the movie screenings we did. And she was like, why does Joel keep bringing up Daisy's to me? And I was like, oh, I think that's just his way into conversation. Right. Like, that's the thing that he knows about. And she's like, yeah, but we've only ever had like takeout from there. I'm like, I know. But now they have a new location and it's like much larger inside, so there's more room. But we've actually eaten there since, and it is very good.
V, you got to go because we went for lunch for the pasta because that's what it's known
Right,
for.
yeah,
and
yeah.
they don't do pasta at lunch.
I didn't know that.
Well, you guys were talking about the pasta that you constantly pick up from there, and I just keep hearing Daisy's. So finally I was hungry and I was in the area, and I'm like, I'm going to go to Daisy's. And like you said, it was lunchtime when I went. They're very new-minded there in the sense of they don't serve you, like you put your order in on the website somehow, and then like, I mean, they bring you the food, but it's like,
this happened when you were there?
yeah, like you can't order from them.
That's not the experience we had, but we
yeah,
were there for dinner.
ordered, but it's still counter service. We ordered there from them.
Okay.
But then we had to bring a number to the table, and they
You
brought,
know, it's like Daisy's, who knows? You don't know where they're going to pop up.
We
these
had
Daisy's.
a full normal restaurant experience there.
Oh, like they take your order and speak to you.
Oh, yeah.
But that
Well, we
was
were there for dinner.
Yeah,
different.
dinner's
Maybe
a whole
it's
nother
different.
experience.
Got
I got to go
it.
for dinner because at lunch, they don't help you as much.
Interesting. All this to say, and Whip, this list is on the New York Times, which when you go to the New York Times, it says you got to have an account to look at this.
Yeah.
Now, one of the local Chicago publications said what the 2 restaurants in Chicago are. I can't see the rest of the restaurants on here, but yesterday on Instagram, I saw a hack.
Okay.
And it was a woman, and she was like, here's what you do. You go into the inspection point back in the developer tab of the website.
You already lost
and
me.
then you
That
can
means-
delete it. And so I thought I would try it right now.
Yeah, so I heard
gotta
there's-
watch the video of her telling me how to do it.
Someone I was with last night knew the Michigan one because they were going there this weekend, so she already booked whatever that place was. And then there's one in Wisconsin on there as well.
Are you still talking about the list?
I'm talking about the list that he's trying to hack into right now.
We're trying to talk about,
hack.
but like just generally speaking, reading articles with paywalls.
Yeah.
This could be huge implications for our entire existence.
He's working on it right now.
Huge.
We've got some talking happening over there.
Otherwise, just have your mom, who still subscribes to the Daily Herald with an account, have her copy and paste the whole article to you if you need it.
But sometimes you really are like, God, I just want to know the first 5
Well,
on
I
this
know.
because you can't see it. And then you try to do that thing where you try to scroll quickly before the pop-up comes.
Yep.
You're like, maybe I'll get one more sentence in
They're
here.
no dummies, although they are going out of business. But not, I mean, just all newspapers in general and all this stuff, because it's just too easy to get information without paying for it. So the few people who are paying for it are the ones who are doing it on principle. My values say that I value journalism. Not enough of those people in the world to keep this going. Anyway, while it lasts, though, I will say that sometimes they give you the 5 free articles so that, like crack, you need to buy more and get used to it.
Right.
Or they even give you, like, the first page for, like, 30 seconds.
I know.
And then you're, like, into the second paragraph and it goes away. So, I mean, pretty good tactics there.
I will say I just did this thing 3 times and it didn't work. So,
They've
so
probably
thanks a lot,
gotten-
Instagram.
They probably got wise to it. They probably, like, it was almost like
You're probably right.
they learned it from that hacker and then they fixed it.
TikTok, Instagram, it's all a lie. All right, well, go to Daisy's, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Post another article that we can't read, people. I love it. It's so great. Tell me all the places I can't read about.
You know what's free? The free Mix app and everything on there. It's not gated or anything like that. Just register your account for free so you can win prizes. That's it. Go ahead and listen to us there on the free Mix app or at 101.9 The Mix in Chicago, and we will see you tomorrow morning on The Mix.